Well, the media is still full of stories regarding the devastating fires in LA. We understand 24 are dead, the latest death toll. Of course, countless thousands of buildings and homes completely destroyed, completely wiped out. Over 88,000 people are under an evacuation order, and with the rate the winds are going, 88,000 more stand to be evacuated from their suburbs of LA. It's absolutely devastating. It's still completely out of control. And now we're being told here in Australia by our insurance council how this could affect our insurance costs going forward. The Insurance Council of Australia has pointed out, hey, we've got similar situation here in Australia. It gets dry here, it gets windy here. They point out that the affordability of coverage in disaster-prone areas is now getting out of control simply because these insurance companies are saying, heck, how on earth are we supposed to cover what they're saying is the effects of climate change? So there's these growing challenges faced by the insurance market worldwide. Indeed, the US insurance market looks set to lose over $20 billion due to this fire alone. So we're looking at, well, obviously not similar, but we're being warned here that our insurance could go up by heaven knows how many percentage points as we look at similar here during our fire season.
Well, I think they're predicting 2% insurance premium rise in Australia. QBE have said
more in disaster-prone areas.
Their clients. Suncorp are still assessing. But in the cost of living crisis, 2% on your insurance is still something you don't want, especially when it relates to fires on the other side of the world. And I think it rightly should reflect in insurance premiums, but this isn't an issue of climate change. We know that there were DEI policies which hamstrung the fire brigade. There were Californian state government issues that meant fire hydrants didn't have water. So I think maybe insurance companies should look at raising premiums in areas where you elect left-leaning politicians and your premium should automatically go up because you're asking for a disaster. That would be fair enough, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I half get that, but as someone who lives in Albanese's electorate, I don't agree with that because I didn't vote for the bloke. I shouldn't have to bear the burden of higher insurance premiums because the people who live around me are stupid. Should I? But I think, again, it goes to the greed of the insurance companies in recent years, right? Anyone who's tried to reinsure something, whether it be your house or your car or whatever, in the last couple of years, premiums have gone through the roof, right? And I particularly don't understand that with cars because with every passing year, my car depreciates, it's worth less, and yet I'm now paying more in insurance than I was 5 years ago.
One of those smart gadgets in your car, right? Dobbing on you, Caleb.
What's the... No, I don't actually, thank God. But how do you justify that? Surely what I'm paying in insurance should be tethered in some way to the value of the product that I am insuring. Now, I get the issue in places like Lismore, for instance, in Australia, where you have regular floods and people had their homes insured and they've been rebuilt, and then 5 years later it gets flooded again and then it's rebuilt again, and then 5 years later it gets flooded again, and on and on and on. I can understand why insurance companies don't want to take that risk for obvious reasons, but insurance, as far as I'm concerned, is a legal form of gambling. It is a gamble on behalf of the insurance company that you won't make a claim and that they will pocket the money you give to them in premiums. But every now and again, someone does make a claim and the money they pay out is usually, unless it's a car, far more than the money you've ever given to them. That is the risk the insurance company takes. And it sounds increasingly like insurance companies want to provide coverage as long as there is no risk for them. Well, that's not how the insurance business works. If the idea is that you must drive a profit off of every customer, then we've got to pay obscene amounts of money to be insured, at which point, what's the point of insurance? I'll just put that money in the bank and use it at a later point if I need to. It defeats the purpose of insurance if every customer must drive a profit. That is not the risk that the insurance company takes.